is there going to be anything in terms of gun control legislation, reforms of any kind? Well, we've been watching Donald Trump this week, and he's talked a little bit about background checks. We'll see about that. He tweeted this morning. Serious discussions are taking place between House and Senate leadership on meaningful background checks. I have also been speaking to the NRA and others so that their very strong views can be fully represented and respected. Guns should not be placed in the hands of mentally ill or deranged people. I am the biggest Second Amendment person there is, but we must all work together for the good and safety of our country. Common sense things can be done that are good for everyone. A message that sounds pretty good, but is undercut by the fact that he wants to reassure you that he respects guns more than any other person in the country. And the NRA has very strong views, which we are well aware of at this point.
It's just so weird. None of us know what's going to happen as a result of this.
I have an idea if I was a betting man.
Will what we dread will happen? Is that going to happen? Where we know that the NRA is just going to call him and say, "Do you want money?" They had called him, but as a result of that call, he did kind of say today to reporters, the NRA is going to be, respect something. But he said maybe neutral. They might be neutral on this.
No,
but there is no tangible difference, sadly, between this shooting and the last one, which yielded nothing, other than there have been more mass shootings. But that doesn't seem to make a dent or change anything.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was. There was a tweet from back in the day where it was like, our hopes of meaningful gun control reform died the day that we decided as a country that gunning down dozens of little kids is fine. Like after Sandy Hook, I mean, look, there have been any number of crises, obviously, but that stood out, and we as a country said, maybe, no.
And then we moved on. The Second Amendment.
How many mass shootings have we had?
I blame the wording of the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is the dumbest, the most poorly worded amendment. All the other ones are like, you shall have freedom of the press. You shall, whatever the other ones are. They're very declarative.
There's some important ones. You should look into it. Searches and seizures, things like that.
There shall be no illegal searches and seizures. This one is to serve in an organized militia, being important to the security of the state. Clause, qualifier, kind of unrelated sentence. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be impinged. It is a mess of an amendment. I think it's intentionally ambiguous, and it's very
should be revised.
But the sad thing is no matter how well or poorly it's worded, the people who are advocating for gun control not to change, the NRA, they don't care. They have distanced themselves so much from like any reasonable discussion about the wording, intention, framework of the Second Amendment that they just get to say things like Trump said, I'm the biggest Second Amendment guy there is, which is a nonsensical statement. But he gets to say it, claim credits. He said the NRA are patriots. So are the people that are trying to keep Americans alive.
Yeah, they're potentially the most extreme organization operating inside of the US because they don't care about this. They are there to ensure corporate profits for people who manufacture firearms. That's it. They don't represent their membership, let alone any other reasonable person in this country. Super fast last point, because I want to criticize someone other than Donald Trump in this block. So I'm going to criticize two reporters at the Huffington Post who in an otherwise good article about Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump and whether they might do something or not wrote this paragraph. The powerful NRA and its allies on Capitol Hill have long wielded influence, which is true, but the gun lobby's grip on Democrats started slipping some times ago. All that's true. And it's unclear how much sway the NRA and other gun groups still hold over Republicans in the Trump era.
It's insane.
No, it's not. That's just untrue. It's just untrue. How could you write that?
It's so weird. And you need look no further than the polling on sensible gun legislation, which is so detached from anything. That's what's so frustrating when Trump said we need bipartisan solutions to these things. That would make sense if the parties both represented the people. And they don't. We want solutions that reflect how America feels. 94% of America supports common sense background checks. It is the Republicans in the Senate who are stopping that from happening.
Thank you for watching this clip from the Damage Report. For more content from the show and access to TYT Network members-only exclusives, go to tyt.com/Brooke. Wait, no, it's tyt.com/John. Go to tyt.com/John to sign up.